Higgsfield just put their AI plugin right inside Adobe Photoshop. So now you'll get all of the Higgsfield features right inside it. And in this video, I'll show you how to install it and use it. So without wasting more time, let's get into it. So I had given the link in the description. When you came here, basically from here, you can install the Photoshop plugin of Higgsfield. We have different plugins for After Effects, for Premiere Pro, for DaVinci Resolve. So basically I made different videos for each of the plugins. If you're interested, you can watch those videos on my channel. But today's video, I'll show you how you can specifically install this Photoshop plugin. So after coming to this website, you simply have to go to install, and then you have to follow these basic steps. You have to just open that installation, and then you have to install that, and then it will automatically add it to your Photoshop plugin. So as you can see that I just opened my Photoshop, and here if I just go to the plugins, and then if I just go to the Higgsfield, as you can see from here, I can easily get access to the Higgsfield. So if I click here, you can see in the right side, a small interface just popped up, which is basically my Higgsfield account. For the first time, when you add your Higgsfield, in that case, you have to just log in with your Higgsfield account. And for that, it will just ask for a simple permission. So here you can see that we can do bunch of things. You can generate images. You can use the Realtime AI. So basically in that case, you can just art anything. And based on that, it will generate the image automatically. And that's the most craziest part of this Higgsfield feature. And also you can use the Mockup Studio, you can use the decompose, you can use shots, you can remove backgrounds easily, you can face swap, you can character swap. If you want to control the lighting of the images, also you can do that. You can upscale images. You can even enhance the skin of the characters. That's also crazy thing. Even you can use the AI stylist. So if you want to use like outfits for your AI characters, or for like a real person, if you want to swap the outfits, also you can do that just by using the AI stylist. Also you can use the angles. So from here, most of the thing, I hope that you know how these things really work, because AI is not new. It's kind of like working for a long time, and Higgsfield introducing these kind of features again for a long time. So in here, I want to work with some of the most strongest features, and I hope that that will give you the understanding how you can use these features, and also how this kind of features will be a great beneficial for you. Obviously that will create so many opportunities for you guys. So let me start with the real-time AI. So before that, let me just put a image, which is this one, and here let me just go with real-time AI, and let me just pause the real-time generation. So let me just show you what kind of things you can do. So basically in here you can choose the custom palette. Do you want to go with like these colors, or do you want to go with like some kind of like vivid, or like warm, or like cool? Let's go with a warm type of color. And also you can choose the mode. Do you want to go with general, or like dramatic, dreamy, energetic? Let's go with a energetic vibe. And also if you want, you can choose the style. As you can see that there are different style options, and also if you want, you can go with custom style. But let's go with a photo type. So here we already paused the generation, so that's why it's not doing anything. So if I go with generate, what's gonna happen, it will just make a warm type, energetic mode, and a photorealistic image. Just now you can see it's like automatic, like generating the things, and here I just generated that. Okay, how crazy it is. Like you don't have to give any prompt or anything, it will just do these things by itself. So that's how this feature really work, and you can do tons of things. Just to show you, I just showed a very simple thing. And now let's go to another feature, and that's the AI stylist. That's also crazy thing. And let me just turn off this one. I'll just come back to the previous one, and I'll go to the AI stylist, and here I'll just upload the image. So in this case, our figure is a male figure, so that's why I just choose male, and here I'll simply upload the image just like this. And for the outfit, we have outerwears, we have tops. So let's go with the outerwear, which is this one. And for the bottoms, let's go with this one. And for the socks, okay, let's go with this. It's not important, I'm just choosing that. For the shoes, let's go with this. Okay, in this case we are not adding any accessories. Most important thing in here is the background. So let's choose a background. Let's go with this one, and here we have to give a pose. Okay, so for the pose, let's go with this pose, and then I'll go with generate. So our image is ready, and let me show the image in here. As you can see, everything as it is, like the pose we chose, same character, the background we chose, the exact outfit we chose. So yeah, that's really great. It just put exactly how we want it. So now let's go to the next feature, and here let's go with decompose. As you can see, that's also a new feature. So what's gonna happen, you only have to just upload an image. So based on that, it will just separate the layers of that exact image. I want to decompose the layers of this exact image. So for that, I'll just put this image in here as like this, and then I'll go generate. So we just decompose the layers through the Higgsfield AI. So here, as you can see, it's separated in 3 layers. So the first one is the background, the second one is the character, and the third one is the product. And I can import all of the layers in my Photoshop just by clicking this import all. So as you can see, we just imported. Awesome. And now I can use this for any of my purposes. Like if I only need the product, then I'll just turn off everything as like this, and I can actually use that. And if I only need the character, I can only just work with the character kind of like this. And from here, I can go with image generation. And if I need to do something with this exact character, I can do that. I don't need to understand all of the features of the Photoshop. In other words, I don't have to be expert of Photoshop. And now let's move to another feature, and that's the character swapping. And again, that's one of the craziest feature, and let me show you how this thing really works. So for that, I'll go with character swap in here. And at first I have to upload the image of my character, like which character I want to use. And the second one will be the target image, like why I want to use that. I only have to just drag and drop in this exact place, and in the place of upload target, I'll just upload this exact one, and then I'll drag and drop in here. Okay, and now let's go with character swap. So we just got the character swapped image, and let me show you. Here's the one. So basically I just uploaded the image, which is like in student code, and it actually used that exit one to recreate that. So now you can understand that you can easily just recreate any character in your own form. So now let me show you another feature, and if you're using Photoshop for product mockups, this feature will be really great, and this feature is called Mockup Studio. And here you can see that we have so many options. So for some reason it's not loading. We can mock our designs on Signage, we can put that on posters, prints, clothes. Let me just go with like the poster one, and here let me choose this one, caution tab, street favor. And here we have to actually upload the image of the design. So for that, I'll just upload this exit one. I'll upload this thing in here, and let me just go with generate. So as you can see, we just got the mockup, and let me pull that in here. So we selected this style, that's why it has given us this exit one. I think that plugin is really cool, especially for the Photoshop users, and they actually work with images kind of like this. And this plugin is not only for the people who can't use Photoshop, this is also for them who are expert on Photoshop, because it will save you tons of time, right? So I prefer you to take a look this plugin, just add this on your Photoshop and do some creative stuffs. Try to use all the features for different purposes, and you'll get more understanding how those features really work and how those features will be helpful for your future work. Using those kind of features, you'll also create different opportunities for yourself. And about the pricing, like how much it costing me, as you saw that for every generation it costing me like in between 2 to 5 credits. If you go with the basic plan, I think that will be enough for you. Again, it depends on your work. Are you a heavy worker or light worker? By using this more and more, you will get more experience on these features. And yeah, that's the whole thing. I hope that this video helped you. If yes, then please drop a like, and if you're new in this channel, please subscribe. And as like always, see you with a new video. Till then, peace.